The day you left for Marseille, I drove to the airport. I went to the gift shop and I saw this necklace. It was gold, said Stillwater on it. I thought it'd be a little piece of home to take with you.
Matt, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Rory. How you doing?
I'm good. It's great to speak to a fellow Irishman. I don't know.
By the way, I thank you. If even I'll even accept honorary status. That would be a real honor and privilege.
I think at this point, I think it's beyond honorary. I think it's been bestowed upon you. I don't know if you are even aware of this. There's a bar in Dalkey that have created a new cocktail called the Matt Damon.
Stop it! Really?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Would you like to know the ingredients of the Matt Damon?
That was going to be my next question.
So we've got gin, Cointreau,
okay,
pink grapefruit, lime, and mint.
It sounds very, very light and summery.
Yeah, like I could see people ordering a Matt Damon over the summer.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice summer beverage.
Well, I have to congratulate you on this movie. It was such a kind of it hit me in a few different ways. I felt like every actor was like, I think I've got a handle on this, and then the carpet was kind of pulled out from under me, and I appreciated not always knowing where the film was going.
Yeah.
Did you have like a similar experience when you were going through it?
Yeah, it's one of the things I loved about it, and it's one of the real good reactions we're getting throughout Europe is because in that sense it feels more like a European movie, and you can't predict where it's going, but if you give way to the ride, it's a good one. But yeah, it was definitely like one of the things I responded to when I read it.
And one of the things I did pick up on in terms of it feeling like more of a European movie was the European characters' reactions to your character. In that, like, there was one very pointed conversation where it was someone basically asked, "Did you vote for Trump?"
Right.
And that does feel like like having filmed in Europe. Did you have that perception of how people kind of view Americans, and that it can be either you're a Trump supporter or you're not?
Yeah, sure. And what's interesting to me about that moment is Bill is from such a specific place and does such a specific thing as a roughneck, an oil rig worker, right? It's such a particular guy, such a specific type of guy, that he's looking at them like it's an incredibly naive question from these kind of cultural elite in France, right? He's like, Oklahoma is the reddest state in our union. I mean, if it's not the reddest, it's the second reddest. But these guys work in the oil fields. Like, they're going to vote Republican every time, all down the line. I mean, they view it as a binary proposition. This is I need to take care of my kids, so I'm going to protect my job, and that's it. So it's an interesting moment because it's like the ways we see each other and the ways we don't see each other, and but like Bill makes no apologies for it. He says no, I didn't, but because I was in prison. Yeah. And that's how I found these roughnecks when we went down there and hung out with these guys. Like we had a great time, and I really because we would good-naturedly rib each other about politics, but it didn't go further than that. Like, you know what I mean? It was and again, it was like that constant reminder I have whenever I go do these research trips. Like what binds us and connects us is so much greater than what divides us. We just need to stop listening to the politicians telling us that we're all divided.
Well, being from Ireland, I agree. And one final one, just on the way, if that's okay. Sure. We are in the middle, well, I'm in the middle of ending a Loki podcast where we're just breaking down the show Loki.
Yeah.
And obviously, as someone who famously once sort of played Loki, I am like, did they approach you at all about doing the Loki show?
No, that might be too meta for my Loki to pop in on the other Loki show. Actually, also because in the last Thor movie, I did a cameo where I played an actor playing Loki.
Yes.
That Loki, the Tom Hiddleston Loki. So that would be too many Lokis. I think that would confuse everybody.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations again on the movie, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right, Rory. Thanks, man.
Police.
Did you ask her to lie?
I'm trying to get my little girl out of jail. That's all I give a damn about.
You sound very American right now.
Good, I am.
Yeah, and you're also a stranger here.
What did you do?
You just have to trust me.